Perfect.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah. Okay, he is in custody.
In custody.
Yeah, so, we got away with a situation where nobody got hurt because this was one of those extremely dangerous pursuits. Somebody could have got hurt or killed real easily with the way the suspect was driving.
Sirens scream, tires screech, and a desperate suspect races through Hollywood streets. What happens next will leave you breathless. On a tense night in Hollywood, south of the 101 freeway, residents were startled by the roar of an engine and the flashing lights of police helicopters above. A suspect behind the wheel of a white vehicle refused to stop for police and turned the city into his own racetrack. At first, the chase seemed like many others, but as the minutes ticked by, the suspect grew bolder, his driving more dangerous, and his choices increasingly desperate. The pursuit quickly became unpredictable. The suspect sped through surface streets, ignoring red lights and weaving through intersections. He nearly collided head-on with other vehicles, sending waves of panic across crowded streets. At one point, he even drove through a gas station, risking the lives of anyone nearby. Every move added more danger, not only for the officers chasing him, but also for innocent bystanders who had no idea that chaos was unfolding right around the corner. But what the suspect did next shocked everyone watching. He left officers with more questions than answers. Unlike some pursuits where officers stay close behind, the Los Angeles Police Department took a calculated risk. They backed off ground units to prevent deadly accidents, allowing the helicopter overhead to do the tracking. From above, the helicopter's spotlight, often called the night sun, stayed locked on the white car. This tactic kept pressure on the suspect without forcing him into more reckless maneuvers. Still, even with this strategy, the situation was far from safe. Commentators watching live pointed out how dangerous the chase had already become. With every sharp turn, every sudden lane change, and every close call, the possibility of tragedy grew. Many feared it was only a matter of time before someone got hurt. The suspect showed no signs of slowing down. His driving patterns were erratic, almost as if he was circling the same blocks. He pushed his car over speed bumps at dangerous speeds, risking damage to the vehicle that could have ended the chase in a fiery crash. Observers speculated that the car was already experiencing mechanical problems, yet the driver continued to push it to the limit. Just when officers thought they had seen it all, the suspect made a move that sent shockwaves across the city. He abandoned the vehicle and began to run. The chase suddenly shifted from wheels to feet. The suspect jumped out of the car and sprinted through residential neighborhoods. LAPD officers quickly followed, but foot pursuits come with a different kind of danger. No one knew if the suspect was armed. No one knew what desperate move he might make next. The helicopter's spotlight illuminated his path as he darted between houses, through bushes, and even over fences. Residents who lived in the area watched in disbelief as the chaos unfolded in their own backyards. For them, it was no longer just a news story on television. It was happening right outside their windows. Officers raced down streets, attempting to cut him off, but the suspect was determined to escape. In a stunning twist, the suspect ran toward the freeway. In one of the most dangerous moments of the night, he dashed across the lanes of the 101 freeway. Vehicles swerved, and for a moment, it seemed certain that this chase would end in tragedy. Somehow, he made it across without being hit, but his escape attempt only proved how reckless and desperate he had become. Was this the moment the pursuit would turn deadly, or could officers finally bring him into custody? Exhaustion was starting to show. After running across the freeway, the suspect tried to hide under trees near a cul-de-sac. He removed his jacket, as if shedding his clothing might help him blend in or confuse the officers tracking him. But with dozens of patrol cars swarming the neighborhood and a helicopter overhead, there was no place left to hide. Officers surrounded the area. Some entered backyards while others blocked off streets. With every passing second, the circle around the suspect grew smaller. Viewers watching live could feel the tension rise. The suspect had run out of options. Finally, the LAPD closed in. The suspect was caught and taken into custody without further incident. The long and dangerous chase was over. Relief swept through the city. No officers were seriously injured. and perhaps miraculously, no bystanders had been harmed despite the many risks during the pursuit. But as the dust settled, one question remained. Why did the suspect risk everything for a chase he could never win? That question is at the heart of so many police pursuits. Some suspects flee because of outstanding warrants. Others panic over minor infractions and make a split-second decision to run. And in some cases, suspects simply refuse to stop, driven by fear, desperation, or reckless disregard for human life. This Hollywood pursuit stands as a reminder of the incredible risks police chases pose, not just for law enforcement, but for every driver, pedestrian, and family caught in the path of a fleeing suspect. Each close call, each reckless maneuver, and each desperate escape attempt could have ended in tragedy. What makes this story different is how the LAPD handled it. By pulling back ground units and relying on the helicopter, they avoided escalating the chase even further. Their patience and strategic thinking likely prevented a deadly accident. The decision to track from the air rather than force the suspect off the road may have saved lives that night. As the suspect was taken away in handcuffs, the streets of Hollywood slowly returned to normal. But for those who had seen the pursuit unfold, either in person or live on television, it was a night they would never forget. It was a story of danger, desperation, and ultimately, relief. The Hollywood pursuit is more than just a dramatic chase captured on camera. It is a powerful lesson about choices. One decision to run from police placed countless lives at risk. It turned ordinary streets into danger zones and could have ended in heartbreak at any moment. So the next time you see flashing lights in your rearview mirror, remember this story. The safe and right choice is to stop, comply, and face the situation. Lives are too valuable to risk for a few moments of reckless escape. If this story gripped you, share it with others as a reminder of how quickly one reckless choice can spiral out of control. Stay safe, stay aware, and respect the dangers that law enforcement faces every day. And if you want to see more unbelievable true stories like this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us as we uncover more real events that prove truth is often more shocking than fiction.